Okay, guys, why so many Indian CEOs in American companies? Now, as you know, I'm an Indian, so before you start commenting about why I should talk and why I should not talk, I think I've said it in many videos. Being an Indian, and I educated myself in India, worked in India, then moved to US. So I am one of those who has that Indian education as well, MBA, BSc, all that. So just getting that stated upfront in case you're new to the channel, you don't know the background. But why so many Indian CEOs? I think firstly, there are not that many. We see the top companies have a lot like Google and Microsoft and now Twitter and Adobe. There was Pepsi also in Nouri was Pepsi CEO. So obviously Indian pedigree of education, IIT, IIM, which is, the kids who go to IIT and IIM, they will succeed even if they don't go to college or school in life. Even a guy as brilliant as an IIT person who can get into IIT, a person who can get into IIM Ahmedabad, IIM Bangalore, they have superlative IQ. They will get into any college in the world. If they don't go to school from, let's say, after 10th, they are so brilliant that they just will succeed in life. Why did Bill Gates and Zuckerberg drop out of college? Because they really felt they were too smart for these places, and why to waste 4 years and whatever amount of money. Elon Musk. So these Indian kids, if I take a Pichai or Parag from Twitter, they have no family wealth, no inheritance like Ratan Tata or a Piramal or an Ambani. Like Ambani got his fortune from his father. He may have built it to the next level because of his, great hard work. Ratan Tata has done great because of the grounding, but he got it from JRD Tata. So when I look at Parag, Sundar Pichai, Satya Nadella, they've been made great in India and the US. Okay, so the US has given them a lot of opportunities. They work hard. They're brilliant people. Like I say, it's not about IIT, IIM. Of course, those institutes are great, but it's also how brilliant these kids are. Like Parag is not even 40, I think. Jack Dorsey was 43 or 44. So they're all youngsters who feel that they need to hand over to the younger crowd. So it's wonderful news. It's like, I know that the hot topic, everyone is like, India educates and America succeeds, and that's true also. A lot of our scientists, a lot of our doctors from India are here, but it's the person. I feel it's the person. If the person is brilliant, if the person works hard, the person has that political corporate, how to be politically correct in the corporate world, be with the company for many years, show your success in your different stages of the career. You can be given these very big jobs in companies like Microsoft, Facebook, Google, all these places. And there are many CEOs who are not Indian. Okay, so we can name hundreds of companies where the CEOs are not Indian. So it works both ways. And if there are 1 billion plus Indians, there are bound to be a lot of CEOs in the world. So yes, America is enjoying the commitment and hard work and the brilliance that Indians bring to the table. Doctors, engineers, scientists, all sorts. And we have to be proud, whether you're Indian or American, you have to be proud of the whole thing. So this is my take. I put some posts on Instagram also, Ryan Vlogs Life on Instagram. And it's just wonderful to see. Okay, we can say that India's losing talent to America and all. It's not about that. I don't think a Parag would be so successful if he stayed back in India, or a Sundar Pichai. I mean, Sundar Pichai may have been some VP in some company in India, in Bangalore or Mumbai, but I don't think he would have reached to the CEO of Google level if it wasn't for his postgraduate in America and his experience working with Americans, global company. So these are all, debatable topics, some good, some bad. A lot of people are saying India has reservations, so that's why, it's anyways reserve categories who get in and then excel in the world. But I feel if you're brilliant as a person, as a individual, with your IQ, with your, acumen, business acumen, everything, you will do well in life, whether you're from IIM, whether you're from Symbiosis, whether you're from any college, okay, whether you've done engineering, arts, whatever. I mean, I find A.R. Rahman brilliant. He's a musician. He has nothing to do with what we are talking about here in the corporate world. But A.R. Rahman is, in my mind, brilliant. So, I mean, Priyanka Chopra, brilliant. Again, global level she has gone. A lot of Indian actors and performers prefer just the audience to be Indian. But to take it to the global level where the whole world knows you are a, singer, dancer, whatever, that is what opportunity America can give you. So, yes, if you want to come to America or Europe or stay in India, I personally feel it's your aptitude. Getting into the colleges and all is just a stimulus, or, like you can be a good car driver without a license also, right? You can be the best driver, Formula One also, without a driving license. But then, okay, you want to make it legal, you go get your license. So yeah, you get your MBA, you get your degrees, you get everything. And you become successful that way too. But a lot of people are now, not wasting money and time in college, because 4 years you spend in college, 6 years you spend in college, spend $200,000-$300,000, and then you start your career in debt. A lot of people who feel they have the acumen, they're brilliant enough, they just skip college and start working. And like my son, he's in Starbucks. If he wants, he can grow to the store manager, regional manager, zonal manager, country manager, VP of marketing, VP of sales, EVP. He can perform, and then maybe Starbucks will give him some, scholarships to do MBAs, get a, more business acumen in his career. So he can do that also. So you can succeed without college, with college, whatever. I feel personally, it's up to the student. If they're good, they're good. I mean, if you're brilliant enough to get into IIT and IIM, you'll be successful anywhere in the world, irrespective. So that's it, guys. My spiel on this whole topic of so many Indian CEOs and what's going on and stuff. And let's not forget, these Indian CEOs all report to the founders who are American, okay? So Sundar Pichai reports to Larry Page, who founded Google. Satya Nadella reports to, Bill Gates, who founded and created Microsoft. So everyone has a boss, okay? And in these cases, we keep saying CEO, but they all report to, Parag from Twitter reports to Dorsey, who's the founder. So there are debates on all aspects here. So let me know in the comments your views, your thoughts. Would love to hear your views and thoughts on this whole topic. I'm no expert. I'm just talking what I feel. All right, guys, take care. Bye.